When it comes to losing weight and getting fit, we always highlight the importance of exercising and eating a well-balanced diet. There are millions of workout videos and meal prep videos out there. Yes, it is important to move daily and eat well, and that's something I always place emphasis on as well. However, one of the most important aspects that people tend to neglect and something we don't often talk about is sleep. When I mention about getting enough rest, I'm sure the first thing that comes to your mind is, yup, I've heard this too many times. Get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. But have you asked yourself why? What is the reason? Why is it so important? What happens when you sleep? What does lack of sleep do to your body? If you think about it, we spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping. So if you're 30 years old, you have been sleeping for 10 years. So ask yourself, how important is sleeping to your overall well-being? Oftentimes, lacking sleep is the reason that's stopping you from losing weight and seeing results. Most of us have a consistent training routine and we consume a well-balanced diet. However, you still fail to see results in your fitness journey. If you fix your sleeping habits, I can assure you, you will lose weight, get fitter, see results quicker, and feel a lot healthier overall. For many of us who have been lacking sleep, we have forgotten what being really truly rested feels like. We are woken up every day by the sound of our alarm clock and we drag ourselves out of bed. For some of you, it's a never-ending cycle for many years. And remember this, you can't make up or replace the lack of sleep by sleeping longer hours later on. Our body doesn't function that way. I wish I could spend many late nights and push through all the deadlines, and once everything is done, I'll catch up with my sleep and spend the next 1 week sleeping. It just doesn't work that way. To get the most out of our sleep, both quantity and quality are important. While you're sleeping each night, your body typically goes through several sleep cycles. In each cycle, you alternate between 2 types of sleep: non-rapid eye movement and rapid eye movement. To keep it simple, as we begin to fall asleep, we enter the NREM cycle. This includes the stages of light sleep and deep sleep. What you really want is to have a longer deep sleep in order to get a good quality sleep. On the other hand, the REM stage is associated with vivid dreams. If your sleep is cut short, the body doesn't have time to complete all the phases needed for muscle repair, memory consolidation, and release of hormones regulating growth and appetite. That's when weight gain can happen, and this will also hinder your weight loss goal. Here are 5 things that will happen when you lack sleep. Here's a very common misconception. Many people think that hunger and controlling your craving is related to willpower. If I fail to control my cravings, that's because I lack in willpower and I've failed. But that's actually incorrect. Your hunger is controlled by 2 hormones, leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is a hormone that is produced in your fat cells. It is the hormone that decreases appetite. When leptin levels are high, we usually feel fuller. On the other hand, ghrelin is a hormone that can stimulate appetite, aka the hunger hormone. The more ghrelin your body produces, the more you stimulate hunger. Simply put, losing weight comes down to controlling these 2 hormones, leptin and ghrelin. When you're sleeping less than 6 hours a day, this decreases leptin and increases ghrelin, which stimulates your appetite, making you crave for more high sugar and high fat foods. If I lack sleep, I want all my sugary treats and I'm never satisfied no matter how much I eat. At the same time, you're also putting your body under stress, which increases the cortisol levels in your body. Cortisol is a stress hormone that enlarges fat cells and promotes fat storage in the belly. So if you have come across people who are skinny but with more fat accumulation around their belly, it can be due to their stress levels. A combination of high levels of ghrelin and cortisol in your body is a disaster. It will shut down the areas in your brain that leave you feeling satisfied after a meal. Hence, if you lack sleep, you will find yourself constantly hungry and crave for junk food, even if you just ate a big meal. That's not due to lack of willpower, but a havoc on the hormones in your body. When you have no control over what you eat and never feeling satisfied, that's when you will reach for bigger portions and consume unhealthy, calorie-dense food, which will increase your total calorie intake. A study has shown that people who slept less than 5 hours consume an average of 550 more calories the following day. When you are spending more time awake, especially late in the night, chances are you'll be mindlessly munching away to keep yourself awake. Those are all additional calories which you won't be consuming if you're sleeping at the right hours. So little by little, it will add on and this will lead to weight gain over time. I've mentioned this many times in my previous videos. Weight loss and weight gain comes down to one simple principle of energy balance. To lose weight, you have to create a negative energy balance. That means your total daily energy expenditure should be more than what you consume. However, if you're eating more than what your body is able to burn, that's when weight gain happens. Sleep also influences your metabolism, especially glucose metabolism. When we eat, our bodies release insulin, a hormone that helps to process the glucose in our blood. Lack of sleep can affect our body's response to insulin. Your body's insulin sensitivity can drop by more than 30%. And here's why that is bad. When your insulin is functioning well, fat cells remove fatty acids and lipids from your bloodstream and prevent storage. When you become more insulin resistant, fats circulate in your blood and pump out more insulin. An excess of glucose ends up being converted to fatty acids and being stored as fat in all the wrong places, such as around your belly. So in the long term, this will lead to weight gain and even health conditions like type 2 diabetes. We have spoken about how sleep affects your food intake. Unfortunately, lack of sleep also have an impact on your workouts. We want to increase lean muscle mass and reduce body fat. Having more lean muscle mass increases your metabolism, helping you to burn fat more efficiently. This will also help you to maintain a healthy body weight long term. However, lack of sleep is the enemy of our muscle. Sleep deprivation can decrease protein synthesis, which is your body's ability to increase muscle. It can also cause muscle loss and lead to higher risk of injuries. I'm sure you've experienced this yourself. When you're tired and exhausted, you don't feel like working out. Even if you do, your training might not be at 100%. Everything you do feels much more challenging and you struggle to give your best effort. Lack of sleep will also make it harder for your body to recover. That's because the production of growth hormones that helps with fat burning and also recovery slows down in your body. So when your body can't recover, you can't progress in your workout. Most times, people think that by spending more hours exercising, it will speed up their results. That's absolutely not true. Results come from getting adequate time in recovery because your muscle grows and repairs when you rest, not when you work out. So if you find yourself hitting a plateau or not seeing results, even though you're putting lots of effort in your training, it can be due to your sleeping habits and not prioritizing your recovery. So now that you know the importance of sleep and how it can help with weight loss, here are some simple tips for you to increase the quality of your sleep. Just like having a routine to eat and exercise, you need to establish a regular sleep routine as well. This will maintain the timing of the body's internal clock and helps you fall asleep and wake up more easily. For those of you who never have a sleep routine before, it can be challenging to force yourself to go to bed at a certain time. However, it's just a matter of practicing the routine, identifying what works and what doesn't work, and make adjustments until you fall into a consistent routine. Don't eat a heavy meal right before bed. If you find yourself craving a late night snack, avoid eating a large meal. Eating a heavy meal before bed can cause the body's metabolism to slow and it can make it harder for you to fall asleep. If you are craving at night, chances are it's late and you just need to go to bed and sleep. If, however, you are really hungry, then have a small snack such as a piece of toast, fruits, or oatmeal. Something healthy just to keep you satisfied. Hands up if the last thing you look at before going to bed is your phone. Let's be honest, I'm guilty of that myself. What's the function of your mobile phone? It's to keep you connected and alert, correct? So if you're mindlessly scrolling through your social media feed, watching videos even if you're already feeling sleepy, this can trick your brain into thinking that it needs to stay awake. What's worse is when you struggle to disconnect yourself from your work emails or text messages. The blue light from our smartphones and other electronic devices has been shown to reduce or delay the natural production of melatonin and decrease the feelings of sleepiness. Melatonin is a hormone responsible for controlling your sleep-wake cycle. So when your body runs low on it, you can experience insomnia, tiredness during the day, and irritability. Nowadays, there are many options on your phone to set the nighttime mode, where you can keep the notifications switched off and minimize distractions at least 30 minutes before your bedtime. You don't always have to be connected on your phone. Instead, spend the time to really connect with your loved ones before bedtime. Sleep is one of the most important aspects of our life, health, and longevity. Yet it is increasingly neglected in society nowadays due to work, electronic devices, and so on. When we sleep, we wake up feeling refreshed and alert to start our day. Sleep affects how we look, feel, and perform on a daily basis, and can have a major impact on our overall quality of life. Beyond just eating well and exercising regularly, sleep is one of the most important aspects in losing weight and maintaining a healthy weight for life. So, what are your sleeping habits? Let me know in the comments below. And what areas can you improve on? If you find this video to be useful, do give this video a thumbs up, share it on with your friends, and do also check out other fitness videos on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and get off your mobile phone and get some sleep. And I will see you next time. All the best.